Alexa, turn off the light.
Oh, oh, that was kind of cool.
Wait, can you just sit on your bed with the light off like that and just face the camera?
You know you're about to go against the ultimate boss. Then play that Sigma funk music or whatever.
Somehow we're gonna get there and feel so wonderful. It's all for you.
Mitchie, why don't you just tell us how you really feel?
Yeah.
Stop scratching the door, you nut.
Mitch had to go into work early today, folks, so this is Mitch for today, and it's also what we assume or how Mitch reacted when he received the news that he had to go into work early.
Or this is his reaction to watching these episodes of Mob Psycho, which we are talking about today on this episode of This Episode Podcast. We are talking about Mob Psycho episodes 5 through 8 of season 1. And yeah, man, just 4 good episodes in a row. Again, good job, Mob Psycho.
Agreed.
The episodes did not disappoint in the slightest. Like, we left off on the cliffhanger where Mob was gonna fight other dude, purple hair, purple body,
purple suit,
purple
hair.
Nuts. There. He's basically fighting Thanos.
Yep. And picked up right where we left off, and I was like curious before, which is why like I'm sad Mitch couldn't make this one, because I was talking about Dimple and like how he didn't realize that Dimple was there, or I guess like notice him, and like the moment he did, just because his personality, and I actually forgot this happened, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. He just fucking exercised him.
Yeah.
Dimple smiles no more. So Mom's like, nah, I was gonna do that too, but thanks.
Aren't you sad your friend is now gone? He's like, not really. I don't really give a shit.
Your friend.
Goodbye.
You know, I started listening to episode 5 dubbed, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. But no, I want to watch a dub. I want to watch a sub still, so I switched back to sub. But like the dub was good. Like
the dub is good.
The voice acting was really good. Josh, did you stick with it subbed or did you switch?
Yeah, I've been on sub the whole time.
Nice.
I'm just illiterate for this series.
Nice.
I don't feel like reading. I've already watched Mob Psycho, so different flavor going through this time around.
Got to change it up somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess since me and Trav already knew it was gonna happen, and like we know what's gonna happen, Josh, you're the only one that's not experienced with.
Spoiler alert! I actually did already know what was going to happen in this episode, because I forget if it was Facebook or somewhere, but I got it. I like watched a clip, not knowing that was Mob Psycho, and not knowing that we would watch Mob Psycho, and so like I knew that at the end of the fight that he was gonna like go berserk and just take his hair off or whatever. Like as soon as it happened in the episode, I was like, oh, I remember seeing this somewhere.
He had a That's So Raven like fucking vision.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it happened, where he went buck ass naked and had a no hair on a good quarter of his head, and he's flying through the air buck ass.
That was the funniest shit too, because he got that little piece of debris just chasing his
I love when shows do that, because it's fucking hilarious to imagine that an animator's like going by frame, making sure that there's like a piece of debris or some sort of particle. PowerPoint use it though. He like, even he's infecting his own frame to cover up his own fucking bulge. But
yeah,
No, just imagine being that one animator that has to go over like each frame just to make sure their junk is covered up. Like they did the same thing in One Punch Man, which was a really funny scene where it's like a signpost falls in his way, smoke comes out of nowhere. It's like four different things that cover up Saitama's nuts. So
Yeah. The reason I thought that, I wish Mitch would have made it here as well, is because like he's big into like the character stories and their motives and stuff like that, and we find out a big reason why Mob doesn't want to use his powers against people. Like the whole, like, yeah, it got kind of old. He's like, no, you can't use your powers against people. You're not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, stop it.
get some
And
help.
the whole thing was like a flashback to him and his brother getting bullied, and his brother got 1-2 punched, and Mob lost it when he got chucked across the fucking street, and eventually he lost control and then woke up to his brother's head bleeding or some shit. He's like, Nissan, it hurts. Nissan. um so that's pretty much like where that comes from, right? Because he doesn't want to he remembers that he hurt his
Well,
brother with his powers.
I think that is his motivation for not wanting to show his emotions and go all out. But I think that the idea of not using his powers against people comes from his like kind of fake ass sensei, the guy who uses massages to exorcise demons. I'm pretty sure that there's a flashback of him being the one to say, "Hey, Mob, it's important that you don't use your powers against people and you only use it for self-defense."
But why? Why is his opinion wrong? He doesn't use this
I didn't say it was wrong.
psycho energy. He uses spiritual energy.
Exactly, yeah. I didn't
He's
say that he was
completely.
wrong.
He's not
He's
a fraud
just
at all. Trust. Source.
okay.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
man.
he does show up in a big way when he scams the scam artists. I forget if that's the next episode or where in this set of four that happened, but at some point that happened.
Yeah, after episode 5, the next three just the next two kind of merge together until we get to episode 8, where then we get the next like cliffhanger. So to our next like big showdown coming up.
Yeah.
So, well, the fight with Mob and what's the purple suit's name? Blondie?
No clue.
Thanos? Cool. So
Sure.
blonde-haired Thanos is, he gets his ass completely rocked to Mob.
How about a blonde hair Gerald from Hey Arnold?
Let's not make fun of him, okay?
That guy.
It's just rude. But blonde Thanos knocks out Mob by, strangling him. The entire time he's like telling himself like, why the hell am I doing this? He made me do this. He's a jerk. You're a big no mean man, bowl haircut, having ass. And then Mob goes unconscious, and it seems like whenever Mob is like going through like a big, almost about to go through like one of his emotional episodes, but then goes unconscious, his body just kind of takes over, or like his psycho power goes haywire. And that's when he completely fucking stomps blonde Thanos. He like pretty much just pushes once and takes off all his clothes because, nothing else would come off, right? Like, just the clothes, not any of his skin or the rest of his fucking hair, just specifically fabric wouldn't survive that one attack. And then
his clothes and about half the school go flying.
So, yeah, but then he's fine. He's just buck ass going like, what? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got myself in this situation.
Oh, my God.
It all started by choking out a boy. But no, after Mob's whole episode and he sends blonde Thanos into the air, he has a epiphany. He's like, "No, what? I should stop being a dick." And then Mob, out of sadness, he repairs the school, and then now Blonde Thanos is now a good guy, just like that. But I guess there's really not much more you need to really talk about Blonde Thanos. He's just kind of there to be support now.
Yeah.
Him and his fucking long ass wig.
It was a different manifestation of Mob's powers. Instead of it being like so destructive, he was actually able to reverse everything that happened, like all the destruction at the school, the courtyard.
Yeah,
he was able to bring everybody back to consciousness. That was actually pretty cool.
I completely forgot that Mob, like when he unleashed his power against his brother and the school, it was when he was knocked out. I thought he just lost his shit, but no, I completely forgot that once he gets unconscious, close to that episode, his, fucking mental episode, that's when it goes haywire. So it's important to know, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then we then get more. The next two episodes kind of covers more about his younger brother. I don't remember his name. Mob Junior.
Sure.
Little Mob Junior. He doesn't have a bowl cut though, so that's why he's the junior.
It started with an N.
I don't know, but we follow him the next two episodes because he's been constantly struggling ever since he was a child, because he's always wanted those psychic powers.
I was far off.
Oh. Yeah. So Ritz Crackers, he's just trying the entire time to unlock psychic powers and trying to bend spoons, pick up like flowing water, and you just slowly see more and more of his frustration through it. And, he has pretty much everything a kid at that age would probably want. Student council membership. He has like straight A's across the board. He's popular amongst his peers, but the only thing he cares about is having that power his brother has. So Ritz Cracker eventually figures out the method in which to unlock his power is kind of similar to the Mob's, where like some emotional shift has to happen in order that to happen. So instead of being a goody two shoes Ritz Cracker, they put a little fucking red pepper flakes on that and make him a little bit more of a spicy boy, stealing.
It's like specifically the sense of corruption in his character, because he was always like this, always in good standing, straight A student, member of the student council, one of the smartest people in the country.
And then out of nowhere we get the return of Dimple, who was already like nerfed from his first fight with Mob, but then he comes back after the Blonde Thanos snap on him. Now he's even weaker, so his weaker form is even weaker. So what the fuck is he? Just nothing, because he can't even fully possess Ritz Cracker. He could just kind of flow his psychic energy through his body. So he was pretty much there to be training wheels for Ritz Cracker with his psychic powers.
He's also good just for giving makeovers. Just put a little blush on there. Give a little dimples on other people. Mm-hmm. Dimple action.
I don't know.
Dimpy.
The dimpy.
Yeah.
Kind of like what that Cyndaquil has in the background. Except it's on his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. I guess looking at this critically, I understand the fact that he had to go through like this emotional change to unlock his powers, because they're related, right? So like it's in his blood. He was meant to have it, like it was always just there. It just hadn't awakened yet. And Dimple says like, yeah, you awakened your psychic powers or whatever. But like I felt like it just wasn't in his character to do what he did at the school and like start getting people like in trouble, expelled, suspended, shit like that. It just seemed really weird. And for like that one student council president, like little fucking
trash room.
Yeah, he looked like the fucking oh my god. I think it's like the grass gym leader from Scarlet and Violet, where he looks like nearly like a corpse with like the curly hair. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Literally him. I think that, yeah, I think he was mostly driving the car in terms of starting all that shit. And on it, that fucking sucks that the I forget his name, like Kageyama. I think that that's a fucking is that his name?
I think so.
I don't know, the
Okay.
JoJo's guy.
Honestly, when I
He
said
looks straight.
Kageyama, I thought that that was the guy from Cromartie, and I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. But he's also a
That's
gang
the
leader,
name of the
so
protagonist, yeah.
yeah, I
Of
don't know.
Cromartie.
So
You can
anyway,
never escape.
it sucked that he was actually starting to like get in with like the fitness club and starting to redirect his negative energy, and he seemed like he was making friends, and
Yo,
then all of a sudden
Kageyama
the whole
is
school starts to fucking hate him.
Kageyama is Shigeo and Ritsu's family name.
Oh
Oh,
well,
so that's Mob's last name.
hey, at least I was talking about something from this show.
Nah,
I'm
you're
trying
trying
here.
to harken back to
Yeah.
our
It
Cromartie
was
days.
Leader.
you were pretty close. Onigawara,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Tenga.
I just call
I'm
him
sorry,
I just call
Internet.
him Josuke in my head because he looks identical to Josuke from JoJo's season 4. It's fucking like you put those two right next to each other and you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah. So it just sucked that he was like actually starting to make friends and find a way
Yeah.
to, get rid of his negative energy, and maybe like there was gonna be a kind of turn in his character where he wasn't gonna be worried about being the gang leader or whatever, and then they just blackmailed him and made
Oh,
him look like a
dude, I thought
pervert.
that was funny.
It was funny
because
I felt like
because they're
felt
like
shit
this
seeing
sick
him, dude.
fuck. He probably takes home the recorders and licks them. He's like, I have none in my bag. Oh yeah, look at this shit, and pulls out some of his bags.
Yeah, and then that shows how Ritsu
My
wasn't just like
perfect
going along
attendance
for the ride. Like
of 2
Ritsu went
years.
above and beyond the Call of Duty and did some extra shit to blackmail this guy. So like to a degree, either Ritsu wanted to do this or
Well,
just like thought it was a good idea or whatever.
Ritz
Messed up.
Cracker had an ulterior motive of doing all this bad stuff because he found out the more corrupted he made himself, the stronger his powers got. So at that
I
point,
think
a switch flicked in him.
Yeah. After they did that initial thing, that's when he kind of realized this is what's helping me get the powers, is these feelings of guilt and shame and corruption that I'm feeling. So then he wanted to keep doing it.
But what
And
was
then like
his initial motivator for that? Was it that he just wanted the school to be better? Like
I think it was just it was
Oh,
just an output for his emotions because he's just always felt like he's lived in Mob's shadow because of his power.
no.
Right, Mitch?
So if I
Hey,
remember
Mitch is talking,
correctly,
Josh. I know you raised your hand, but you weren't called on, so have some fucking respect.
Well, it seems like there's a frog in Mitch's throat. He can't quite cough it up.
yeah, look at him.
All
So
right, go
if
ahead,
I
pal.
remember correctly, at the beginning of that episode, he heard people talk, like Ritsu overheard people talking about the whole rumor of white tea poison or whatever, and Ritsu gathered that they were talking about Mob. So I think Ritsu's motivation for blackmailing him was Ritsu was like, I need to protect my brother by getting rid of these gang people, the shadow
Oh,
leaders and stuff. He was like, I need to get rid of them to protect Mob. That was what started it. And then when he realized it was unlocking his psychic powers, he was like, "Oh, I'm doubling the fuck down." Like,
doesn't that have a double
even more
meaning
so.
though, with him protecting his brother? Because when they were kids, his power got unleashed when he got knocked out. So I don't know if he's like 100% doing it to protect like everyone around Mob because he's like a nuke waiting to go off, and like he saw it. He saw the
Bit of
fight
both.
between him and Blonde Thanos with like the whole school and like rubble in the sky. So
Could be a bit of
maybe,
both then.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably a little bit of both. Like he cares for his brother. You know, he puts on a hard front, but you know he's just feeling himself a little bit later in the episodes because he gets his powers and he's able to kick the shit out of a lot of people without even trying. So he's pretty much a blonde Thanos Jr. Ritz fucking Thanos. You know?
Yeah. We're jumping ahead a bit, but yeah, he ends up kind of revealing to Mob that in addition to Mob kind of hiding his feelings and not wanting that to bubble up so that he didn't go ape shit, Ritsu did the same thing. He was like, I never had fights with you. I never argued with you. I never did any of those things with you because I was kind of scared of you. I was scared that you were going to go nuts again.
I
And that's
mean,
fucking
completely
sad.
justified though, because that's fucking what?
Yeah,
What?
it's crazy.
You know, if my brother was like a nuke that went off, if he got too mad, like I'd be a fucking saint. You know, I'd be like, yes, brother, yes, yes, yes. You can have the Xbox.
He wasn't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, like I think he was kind of, yeah, right. He was kind of like that. But I don't know if he was just like a.
Go on. Oh, we're all looking this way now. Mitch, do the bit. Oh, it's still going. This is a nice wall. Oh.
What were we saying?
Bum, 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 bum.
Both of the brothers had to hide their emotions in order to not make Mom go apeshit, and that's sad as fuck.
One was just a homer and the other one just didn't know what was happening.
I for sure thought, and to a degree, I still think that we were gonna get a fight between Mob and Ritsu. So I thought that that's what we were gonna see. We didn't, but I think that we still will at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember in season 2, but I don't know.
It was so cool to see Ritsu and blonde-haired Gerald have like that, you know, like that head-to-head, that face-to-face on the street. Because what was it, like Ritsu was like walking home or some shit, and then like the people from any other school thought that he was white tea poison, and so they tried to jump him, and then Dimpy comes in and just goes up into Ritsu's asshole and starts. He just gives him dimples.
The reverse fart, yeah.
Yeah, does some shit. You know, hurts them, and then you got people. Yeah, and then you got ladies on the other side seeing the Gerald walking down the street with a little, you know, tower on his head.
The little tower, yeah, okay.
Yeah, little tower up top.
Low.
And then Ritsu's like, I want to fight him.
I already know what time it is.
Yeah, and then Dimpy's like, yeah, but you know, it's probably not the best. That fucking hair, though.
Oh, did you just comment about my hair? You already know what's going down.
And then
humbles him, dude. Like, humbles him. Just completely bodies Ritz Cracker because he is not good, or he's not experienced with his powers at all.
Yeah. Shit, he goes in. Ritsu just sticks his hand out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be friends." Boom! Just a shockwave. It just sends right through him. And just kicks Dimpy right out of his asshole. Just farts him back out. Yeah, man, that's fucking awesome. But what a changing character. Like he was just, yeah, he was humbled though. Like Gerald was humbled, brought back to reality, where he wasn't the main character of his world.
Well,
a little bit fourth wall breaking right there.
Well, Ritz Cracker wasn't like completely humbled at that moment. He was just scared shitless, and that made his it hurt his ego, but that made him even like more crazy for his lust for power. So he wanted to keep doing bad things, keep making himself powerful. So where he gets to the point where the only one that can rival him is his brother. You know, dude's just completely in his head, and he's just, you know, off the fucking rocker. He's drunk with power, which is, you know, understandable. You know, going your entire life or most of your life knowing that there's a really strong power out there that's rooted in your family, but not having any access to it. But now, finally, after years of hoping and, you know, attempting to like trigger it, now you finally have it, and now you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, I'm dude, I forgot the fucking names for the schools until it like just kept flashing them.
I just color coded them. That's a red school. That's blue school. That's mob school.
No, they're all just fucking ingredients. One was salt, one was pepper, one was miso, one was fucking turkey, the other one was bologna.
No.
I would
It's
hate
like
to
all
go to
the
that
fucking
school, dude.
gelatos.
Yo, this
you know.
place is fucking baloney.
It's like the grape gelato and shit, you know.
Oh shit! I was just thinking, I'm like,
Yeah.
what would be the shittiest name? Maybe mayonnaise. And there was actually like, I think there was actually a mayo school. Fucking
Yikes.
yeah. What school do you guys go to? I'm from the Mayo Academy.
Ew.
Specialize in mayonnaise application.
Nice.
Mustard.
L.
Nice.
I'll go to Ketchup Academy, dude. I'll fucking dunk myself in there. Head first. I'll be like that.
Yeah.
I'll be like that clown, you know, at the amusement park, just talking shit to everyone. But instead of a pool of water on me, it's a pool of ketchup. Come on, you little dipshit.
You'll be the ketchup dispenser and just shoot out of your mouth when someone squeezes you.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make worse, like gargling noises as it's going down and out.
Oof. What are you drinking, dude? What is that, like, corrosive liquid?
I don't know. It's something I left on my desk for a couple days. Now it's green.
Damn.
Speaking of going off topic, do you guys like the friends that I got for towel?
I don't know. Cyndaquil looks kind of sad in the background.
He's facing the wall, dude.
Well,
What's wrong? What's wrong?
He's
with
just
my
taking a
car?
nap, dude. Let him sleep. Nothing wrong with that. Towel's taking a nap right now too. Can't
looking
you tell?
at the corner. Just
Towel's taking a nap too.
Dude, Towel has like some tie-dye action going on there.
He's going through a phase. Okay? Like, we just gotta accept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going through their rebellious phase.
We're just letting Towel experiment. I'm not in charge of that.
Next thing you know, Josh is gonna put like extensions on the fucking towel.
Who knows?
I think
Depends on how long it goes.
Making bad choices, have like some bottle of booze at like the bottom of your door frame.
Josh,
what are you doing?
I think one of the paintings is crooked. The one that's under.
They all kind of are, to a degree. Like, we didn't get out a fucking laser sight to try and make everything perfectly level. We just tried our best here.
Oh wait, no. So is that a sword against the wall?
This one?
I thought that was a lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Oh, okay, well, the lightsaber. That frame that's under it, you know, the vertical things. One of them is shorter than the other.
Yeah. I mean, the frame itself it's a frame that I bought from a store, so that is what it is. I think the problem is that I kind of lined it up with the lightsaber above it, and since the brackets on either side of the lightsaber are not, again, perfectly in line, the lightsaber is not perfectly level, therefore that's not perfectly level. We tried our best. I don't know why we're getting roasted. And not just like admiring the cool shit that Josh has up on the wall. Instead, it's like, it's not level, is it?
Dude, I'm laughing because I've
just been looking at the lightsaber and the Galahorn the entire time. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, no. I imagine you like in the middle of the night, just for whatever reason. I don't know if you get sweaty or if you're having a nightmare. So like you get pissed off and you just chuck the Cyndaquil against the wall. And then so like it like bounces back at you, right? So then you get upset. So you start like fighting the Cyndaquil. You like slam into the wall maybe one too many times, and all that shit just fucking just crashes on top of you.
Bright in here. Line, can we do a sponsorship on stream real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexa, turn off the light.
Oh Oh, that was kind of cool.
What else can she do?
Play music and shit. Set alarms. Okay, bit's over.
But shout out to Green Drink.
Josh, wait, can you just sit on your bed with the light off like that and just face the camera?
You know you're about to go against the ultimate boss. Play that fucking Sigma funk music or whatever.
You're gonna be like,
Boom, boom,
Oh my god.
fucking Stitch shirt too. No, but
Oh shit!
oh shit, I'm
Wait,
actually kind of
where is that
nervous.
light coming from?
Our hearts. Oh,
Exposed.
feet.
For what?
Feet detected.
Why'd you face? Yeah, Cyndaquil was not facing that way. Why'd you spin Cyndaquil around?
Why didn't I?
No, why did you when the light was off?
I did. What do you mean I didn't? Okay, look, there you go. We're really trying to hit an hour here, folks. It's only 30 minutes, and we've already basically talked about the whole 4 episodes.
Well, now
We didn't
Cyndaquil
even
looks
talk about the hour.
tired. Look, their eyes are all squinty. They're trying to go
Yeah.
to bed. You just woke them up.
Yeah.
But
I'm honestly just farming channel points.
ha, can't do nothing with them. Who's the fool now?
Because I
Shout
keep
to,
resubscribing
Shout out
to your
to
channel.
Green Apple Gatorade.
Whack-ass. Ah, that's
It's Gatorade. There we go.
It is good.
Uh-huh.
Where were we? Before Mitch distracted us with his gorgeous face.
Mob didn't fight his brother, but he did fight a guy who was trying to kidnap his brother, thinking that his brother was him.
That was a sweet fight. Because, well, Mob just kind of rolls up. He's like, I apologize for my Ritz Cracker Jr. Thanos' poor decisions that led to this fight. Let's all try to get along, and hopefully you guys could be friends with him after all this. And all the gang leaders are like, shut up, bitch. Get on your knees. Mob's like, yeah, I already know what time it is. Time to beg and grovel. So he gets on the ground and starts apologizing and shit, and Ritz Cracker's in the background going, no, stop it. You look like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So then one of the, what's the name of the organization that we're introduced to? The Claw. So the big baddie that we were introduced to in this last episode of this episode,
I think it was maybe the episode before where like they kind of hinted that there's this adult Esper when Mob was on the date people watching with that one girl from the telepathy club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we knew about this hooded figure for a little bit, but he finally revealed himself, and he seems to be under orders to capture Ritz Cracker because they think Ritz Cracker is Mob, the person responsible for the whole, school thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to...
And the guy who's hooded seems really strong, but it also seems like he's kind of below this other guy who uses his psychic powers to just wield a fucking sword and just whip it all around.
I will say the thing I like about this like Claw Mook is like he's not like the generic like hothead, like, like he gets mad when people are like talking shit to him, and he definitely like shows off like his ego and shit, but like when push comes to shove, when he was getting his ass fucking bodied by a Mob, which we'll talk a little bit more in detail soon, he's just like, oh, fuck this fight. I'm going to die if I keep fighting this bitch. This is about the mission now. And he knocks him out and then captures Ritz Cracker. So I like how he just didn't go full balls to the wall, just generic Mook, and just kept fighting until he lost. He was like, no, I got to prioritize this goddamn mission. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to get my ass beat by this kid. No way. I'm out. A moose.
It's funny because the entire time Ritsu was like confused for being Mob the entire time by all the schools, by Claw, like this dude. Yeah, we also didn't even talk about the fucking codename Kids Next Door organization bullshit.
Oh yeah,
like like those 5 kids with like the mini fucking things, like the dude that had a little
because they don't fucking matter.
Right,
they're just there to be the merchandise.
Hardly existing psycho abilities.
I was impressed by the guy with the fucking matchstick finger though. Do you see that? You see that?
You got like the little siblings. One is like the circle, the other one's a square, and it's like that whole fucking bit where like you put like the circle toy in like the square hole type shit.
Yeah.
In the
But like
the square hole. That's right.
Yeah.
Where does the X shape go? The X. That's right. The square hole.
Maybe
that was supposed to be for Mob. It wasn't supposed to be for Ritsu.
Maybe the universes of Mob Psycho and Full Metal are the same, and that one kid's gonna grow up to be Colonel Mustang someday.
You know, it's funny that you're mentioning.
Don't you dare disrespect fucking Colonel Mustang by comparing him to this fucking fucking finger fart.
Speaking of FMA, the one claw dude that abducted Ritsu, he looked like the one guy from Full Metal. I can't remember his name. The guy with the scar on his face.
Scar.
Thanks.
Or at least for a while, that's what we call it. I think eventually you get his actual name, but yeah.
Yeah, he looked like Scar a bit.
Kinda.
Sure.
Trav, how about when you're done drinking the last of your green apple Gatorade, you talk more about how Mob bodied that one guy? Because you said that we were going to talk more about it, so talk more about it.
Still got some more in there. You missed a drop.
Oh, sorry.
Dang, you left that one on your desk so long it became like black or brown.
It's rotten apple, okay? Shout out to Gatorade. Sheesh. You know, I'd rather have a fucking rotten apple flavor of Gatorade other than drinking this cucumber version. Gatorade made a fucking cucumber flavor Gatorade. And I grabbed it thinking it was green apple. And I started drinking it like it wasn't even like a subtle sip. Because I thought I knew what I was getting into when I was drinking it. And I was like a couple glugs in before I realized I've made a terrible mistake in my life. And I'm drinking fucking cucumber juice. And it was just like, oh my God. Who wants this?
What would that even taste like? Cucumbers are mostly water.
Yeah. It tastes like cucumber, though. It tastes like ass. That's what they taste like. Cucumbers suck.
Weird. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I don't pour my Gatorade out when I drink it. I just drink it from the bottle.
Yes.
I like pint glasses.
Trav just likes to keep things classy, and so he puts his Gatorade in a glass.
I do. Well, no, that's the strat. You fill up a pint glass with it, and you still have half the Gatorade bottle to drink later. You can portion out your Gatorade. So maybe I watch Green Apple this 1 hour, but then I'll have some strawberry watermelon later. Maybe dabble a cup of water in between. It's a process.
What a connoisseur he is.
It has to be respected.
What if you just had you just mixed the greens together and it was like a green apple, cucumber, accented Gatorade?
I think I'd rather drink my own urine.
No.
At least there'd be aspects of like decent drink in there.
That's a hidden flavor.
Yeah, it's called yellow snow. But speaking about getting bodied, the fucking Scar guy beat the shit out of Mob with like his double helix attack and stuff with, because apparently like, was it fucking his psycho powers are able to, form like fists and shit or like balls around his like hands and like wrap around his arms and shit. So he just turns into a boxer with his psycho energy and he just starts completely bodying Mob. And then eventually, one slap to Mob, one slap to Ritz Cracker later. And next thing you know, that number's going up. It's going like 85, 87, 90. And then we get to that big bad triple digit man, 100. And he's like, oh, you're you already know what's going on. You're about to taste my pure rage. And his hair is like spiking up and his eyes are all red. He's like, you're about to eat my animosity. and then just straight up like fucking force like grabs his face, and that dude, I forgot how like my jaw kind of dropped a little bit during that scene because he grabs Scar Guy by his face, and dude's like fucking jacked. You know, he can't get his face off of Mob. He is pulling, he is struggling. He ain't getting a centimeter off of fucking, little shrimp dick Mob. And then next thing you know,
damn, bro.
He's slamming him into the fucking concrete wall and then pulling him up into the air and then slamming him down with fireballs shooting all over the place and just debris going everywhere, and like half a building explodes.
Yep.
Dude,
blew up a whole ass building.
When Mob like actually like lost his shit and let Scar have it, dude, that was like so cathartic because like he was just he was bodying Mob. Like even the people, like the other bullies are like, "Stop, you're hurting him. Stop."
That's why keep poison.
Stop, you want me, right? You want me, right? And then
want me.
And this dude fucking bodied Mob. And then he lets Ritsu have it. I don't know how the fuck Ritsu's still alive. But nevertheless, Dimpy
psychic powers.
No, Dimpy booked it. Dimpy booked it, right?
Yeah, he went to go get blonde Thanos.
Thanos, yeah.
He had to go get Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Mob ends up getting knocked out by this fucking... Out of all the things, right, to knock out Mob, it's not like his double helix punches to the gut or anything like that. It's a fucking spray bottle into his face. You know, because a barrier can't stop liquids, apparently. So,
wait, Josh, I'm curious what you thought. Because when the Scar like reached behind him, and then the giant like towering ass bully from Mayo School was like, "Wait, he has a knife," and then the guy's like, "Fucking stop! It's my secret weapon." And he just fucking booked it, and it was like hitting the whole time. He's like, "Psych! It's fucking pepper spray, bitch."
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Yeah. Didn't Mob still like hit him again after that or something though?
He like got knocked out.
Yeah, but then he was getting back up.
Because then he was unconscious. It went right back in.
No, and then
he got
Scar
back up, and the dude's like, "Nah, fuck this."
Yeah, no, Scar's like, nah, dog. I ain't for this no more. I'm out of this bitch. I'm taking your brother with me.
Mm-hmm.
So Ritz Cracker got kidnapped and got sent to the Claw, like fortress
facility.
Facility.
Along with all the other kids from the
that we didn't talk about.
Kids next door.
Fucking Elvis that has a fucking triangle ass or a fucking
Elvis
curly
with a
chin.
Spoon. Yeah.
No, he. I think he almost shit himself trying to break that spoon, and eventually it went.
Yeah, we got Elvis with a chin bending spoons. We got this chick who's like right 60% of the time. We got Colonel Mustang Jr.
It's above average.
And then we got the twins that can guess a shape.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
You got Steve from Minecraft and whatever the fucking girl version is. What, Alex or some shit?
Yeah.
There you go.
Did any of you guys feel any type of way when they're like walking and then Elvis is like, wait, I don't know exactly what he said, but they were walking and then Richie's like, "Now's not a good time to retaliate." Like, dude, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna chuck an unbent spoon at this dude, and then he's just...
What if it worked? What if it like he went like this? He flinched and it hit his fucking nail right there. He's like, "Ah!"
Oh my god!
I can't fire my gun. My trigger finger hurt.
Damn!
He's just gonna double helix and just spoon it back, and you just fucking shove this spoon right in Elvis's hair.
Get this kid out of here! He's a dick. Ow! God damn, dude! God, what is wrong with you? God, get out of here! And he just now Spoon Guy feels bad. He's like, "I'm sorry. I'll go with you guys." "No, go home. We don't want you here anymore."
The fucking
the Incredible Hulk.
3,000 IQ play there. Gets sent home by chucking a fucking spoon unimbued with your psychic powers, like just fucking vanilla ass. Chuck the utensil.
Yeah, but
maybe it'll work.
Oh, I hope we see like them do more, because I completely forgot about these characters. That's like how like inconsequential they were. Mm-hmm. So hopefully I just forgot what else happens in season 1, but yeah, right now they're looking like an L.
Yeah, big L.
But I mean, aside from that, I don't think there's too much else to talk about with Mob, unless Josh has any predictions, because me and Yusuf might have a slight idea what's going to be happening in the next episodes.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that at least Mob, if not also Thanos, are going to go to this claw facility to go and get Ritsu and the others. I think that Mob is going to have to fight potentially Scar again, but mostly I think that he's going to have to fight the dude who like wields a sword with his psychic powers. I think that's going to be an actual challenge for Mob probably. But
yeah.
I mean, that's really all I can predict at this point. I don't think that Mob isn't going to do anything. He's going to go and get Ritsu.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna fucking storm the castle. Oh,
got to.
Yusuf, you thinking? Yeah, you frozen in thought there. You know, little fucking. Oh, there it goes. He's back.
Sorry. I'm back.
You better apologize, especially to our audio listeners.
I was just thinking, just a flash that now, Mob literally owns the entire fucking food pantry at this point. Like, he's at the peak of all the schools. He controls salt, pepper, paprika, fucking mayo, seaweed.
That's what you meant by the fucking pantry.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he on?
Yeah.
What a shitty pantry.
Yeah, he's white tea poison, man.
No. I think with that, we are out of stuff to talk about for Mob Psycho for this week then. Mob Psycho, second podcast talking about it. Still good episodes all around. Still a really good show. But yeah, we've just run out of stuff to talk about. So with that, we're going to be ending this episode of this episode podcast. So whoever hung out for the podcast, thank you for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Yeah, we're definitely not going to practice bending metal spoons after this with our minds. But other than that, roll the outro.
Practice bending Cyndaquil.
On the next episode of this episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf discuss episodes 132 and 133 of My Hero Academia Season 6. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes. You can watch us live every Monday night at twitch.tv/Dutchread. If you can't catch the live stream, make sure to follow us at Spotify at This Episode Podcast. Thank you for watching.